I'm different. Nah, grind strenuous, cash out continuous. Mogul in the making, autonomous black businesses.
I think we live, okay. All right, we live. All right, Nappy here, the Kingz podcast. Let's get it. 1 2 1 2. Checking in. It's been a minute. Y'all know how I get when I'm in Detroit, man. I feel like I'm focused more than ever. Let's get it. Okay. Y'all know how we starting out. Nipsey, grind mode, the marathon, baby. Yeah. Let's get it. Nappy here, the Kingz podcast, YouTube. Shout out to you. We back, baby. I guess I only do the YouTube when I'm in Detroit, but we gonna get it, man. I'm about to catch flight. Hey. All right, let's get it. Man, so I just want to talk about first of all, this episode goes out to Juice Wrld. We're gonna start it out like that, man. R.I.P. Juice Wrld. You were a great artist. I didn't really listen to you, bro, but that ain't what it's about. It is about shedding the light on what you did. And what I did listen to was those freestyles that you gave. Incredible, bro. I mean, it wasn't Lil Wayne quality, but I still salute the fact that, bro, you were off the head. They would give you topics, They would give you topics, and you would just execute every one. So when the mind is that sharp, I hate to see it being wasted. And there's more news coming out right now about how it happened. You know, we just gonna shed the light on the positive, man. And may God rest his soul. You know what I mean, Juice Wrld. Take a moment of silence for you, real quick. All right, so we're gonna try to make this one quick, man. We're gonna try to make this one as quick as possible, but probably won't be that quick because that's how it always go. Anyway, let's talk about where I've been, man. LA has been great, yo. It's been kind of shaky, but it's been great. You always have to look at the bottle as being half full. You know what I mean? It's always got to be half full. So, new segment. Black Legacy, okay? Look at your boy, he got segments now. Okay, it's just not off the rip. All right, so look, Black Legacy, right? I was at the Revolt Summit. I'm kind of late, all right? I know that y'all may be knowing already what the Revolt Summit is, but if you don't know, you can go check it out on YouTube. They have panels, and the panels are great. They go from Killer Mike to Snoop to people who are in the business of legal cannabis to actors like Chad Broswick, actors and creators of Blackish, Insecure. They even have podcasts there, like the Joe Budden podcast. They had the State of the Union, actually, because that's Revolt. It's a Revolt Summit, which is hosted by Diddy. Diddy has the channel Revolt. It was amazing, yo. A lot of creatives, a lot of great work. If they ever come to your town, or if they do come to a town and you have a little bit of money saved up, I highly suggest going, because when you do go, it's a 2-day event. They have a bar upstairs. They have this little hangout spot upstairs where everybody's going. It's a very dope type of vibe, you know what I mean, where you can just meet people. They even have lines where you can intern at. A line for you to intern from, like Warner's Brothers to all type of people, you know what I mean? So excellent source of entertainment, internships, and ways to get into the entertainment. They also, at the panels, they do a Q&A at the end, question and answering. So you know your boy had to, man, play the clip, man. Play the clip.
I like your spirit, my nigga. What's your name? What's your name?
Gary King Clark from Detroit. East side and west side, stand up.
Love you, my nigga. I love your spirit.
I appreciate that,
we
bro.
Need more brothers like
last
you.
time, though. Can I smoke a blunt with you?
We're going to figure that part out, but I like your spirit.
You bullshit.
I just want to make sure you from Detroit, nigga. You seen I was bullshit, nigga. Well, don't bullshit with me then. I got you. My nigga. That east side shit.
That ain't go hard, boy.
All right, so check this, yo. It's amazing because you get up and close with these people, you know what I mean? And you may never get that shot. As a kid from Detroit, you're not gonna get that shot. You're never gonna get that shot in life, you know what I mean? So when you're there, make the most of that moment. Don't be scared. It's different, you know what I mean? This is all different. It's a learning process, you know what I mean? This is my first time at life, but I just try to be fearless, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to do. It's easy to say, but it's hard to do. You have to be fearless. Even when I do my podcast, I try to be as consistent as possible, even if that is once a month. Be consistent, because when you are, the people will grow. They will love you for being who you are. You know what I mean? If you're preaching some bullshit, then you know what I mean? Miss me with that. But if your message is right and your vision is 2020, then guess what, man? The people will receive and intercept that. So that's what I say about Black Legacy and the Revolt Summit. It was great. You know, I got to do the Q&A with Snoop. And Van Jones was there. If you guys don't know who Van Jones is, he has his own CNN show, and he's a black guy. He wears the circle glasses. It's pretty cool, I think. And he's just a hip guy, you know what I mean? I like his suits. He did an interview with Jay-Z one time, and that's when I was really introduced to him. But he was doing interviews. So I don't know where that interview is, but me and him had chopped it up, and hopefully I can get a mentorship out of that, because we were just vibing off each other, and I felt like I could learn so much more from him than what that 5 minutes was, you know what I mean? Because he was just putting me on about voting and what candidates to look into, you know what I mean? He wasn't telling me who to vote for, but what candidates to look into. And I was saying, like, well, I was asking the question of, like, you know, what have they done for us lately? You know what I mean? And I was just trying to pick his mind, you know what I mean? And I think he was vibing with that, because I'm never scared. Just because you are somebody with a position of power, I'm never scared to let my mind free, let my mind speak, and hear what you have to say back to that, you know what I mean? Because it's all about learning. We all are living this life for the first time together. So, that part was great, man. Shout out to Van Jones, shout out to Snoop, shout out to Diddy, man. Hopefully one day we can get this thing on Revolt, you know what I mean? The marathon always gonna continue, man. So, second part of Black Excellence. Y'all remember, if y'all tuned into Spotify and Apple with my Nappy Headed Kingz podcast, I know I'm pretty new to YouTube, but if y'all tuned in on that, then y'all know I had this crazy court case with the cops where they were trying to say I did battery on a police officer, and from spitting on him to just crazy stuff. And this was all over a jaywalk in Glendale. No, literally, just walking across the street. I spent 5 days in the LA County because I didn't walk where there was a crosswalk at. There was no cars coming through. There was jam packed, so you know you could just walk through traffic. And my store was right across the street. So I'm like, I'm not about to walk. If y'all been to LA, then y'all know, like, these blocks are sorry, I'm finishing with this, but these blocks are like halfway. Like, they're forever. So, like, I'm not about to, you know what I mean, walk all the way down the street for that. Like, nah, bro. I'm about to just walk across the street to get to the smoothie spot. So, as I'm reaching for the door to grab a kale smoothie that I don't even like, I'm just trying to be healthy because I'm in LA and all these fit people around me, you know what I mean? Let me grab this kale smoothie, you know what I mean? Strawberry banana, of course, though. You did, you know, just a hint of kale and a hint of honey. You did, you know what I'm talking about? So, I'm in there. I see dude, like, he's like, hey. And it just gets carried away from there. But the point is, I beat the case, okay? They had me in there for 5 days. The last day I was in there, Nipsey died. So it was very tragic for me. And I was in a tank full of bloods. I was in a cell block full of blood. Excuse me, not a tank. I was in a cell block full of blood. Shout out to Killer. It was crazy because, you know, I don't bang or nothing like that. But, you know what I mean? I've always been influenced by the streets, and I've always just never understood why we gotta kill each other over colors. You know what I mean? I could understand money and, you know what I mean, respect, but it's just crazy. So, you know, us vibing like that, and then for him to get that phone call, he's like a head-ranking guy. You know what I mean? And it's like, for us to get that phone call, and in the whole cell, for him to break into the hose tank or cell block, you know, it was crazy, man, because everybody couldn't believe it. And then they all just turned the channel to the news. You know, and people who had the remote controls to the channel, to the TVs, they just turned it to the news, and it was just like watching a movie, yo. It was like watching every documentary you've seen of Tupac, and how it leads up to his death, and how the news was saying like Tupac shot 6 times. Tupac, it was literally the same. It was just insane. And I'm just sitting in the cell block, just crying, just in the cell crying, bro, like around a bunch of bloods. But the point was, man, I beat that case because I knew I didn't do any of that. They were trying to lock me up. They were trying to, they did lock me up. They were trying to like throw me in there for an extra year. And they wanted me to take pleas, and I just was like, no, man, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. Show me the video. And luckily I had a black judge, you know what I mean? So the black judge, shout out to Beverly Bourne, you know what I mean? The opposite of Meek Mill judge. This lady held it down. I don't know how she crept into the Glendale system, but I thank God that she did, because she damn near made these people apologize for disrespecting a black kid like that. And the thing was, I had a beard, you know what I mean? If y'all watch my old podcast, y'all know like I had a crazy, you know what I mean? I used to have my hair all out, but I just had to switch it up right now because I'm about to turn 26 tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's my birthday, you know what I mean? I don't even be thinking about it like that, but it's crazy, man, because, you know, when you look at life, it's like you're 4 years away from 30, man. Where do you want to be at 30? I want to be on the Forbes 30 under 30. You know what I mean? I just pinky promised my dad. It was more like a bet, but I just told him I'm gonna be on the Forbes 30 under 30. You know what I mean? And it's about your dedication and motivation and how hard you're willing to hustle for it. You know what I mean? That's why this whole podcast is about Nipsey, because he was dedicated, he was focused, he took an independent route. You know what I mean? And it's tragic that he left right when he did, because he was just about to really take off. But we gonna continue to do that for him, you know what I mean? We as a culture, we gonna continue to do that for him, you know what I mean? I feel like so many people have been motivated and inspired by him, you know what I mean? And it sucks that, you know what I mean, half of this is fake love, because where was it when he was here? But it's not about that. It's here now. Let's keep it going. Let's never let that torch die, you know what I mean? So, boom. I beat the case, y'all. I'm a bad man with Jim. I told y'all I'm gonna beat the case, but this boy can't touch it, boy, like this. What I'm talking about. Okay, so next part. All right, second part of Black Legacy segment. Shout out to that boy Tyler, the Creator. You know what I mean? Because, hey, yo, you putting together that festival was incredible. Now you know your boy had to sneak in.
cause you make my eyes dance. I don't want no confrontation, no. Wait for me, you know what my conversation is. I just need to know what's poppin'.
I'm not getting no artist pass. I got to get in there. You know what I mean? Talking about, you know what I'm talking about? So, and it's all about just being confident. I'm not encouraging anyone to sneak in. I do mine with a strict confidence role that I'm supposed to be here, that I'm gonna network when I get in here. I'm not here to enjoy the concert. I'm here to network with people. You know what I mean? I'm here to actually not bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm here to network. So, boom. Networking began, and I'm in the artist VIP. Not only did I sneak into the festival, I snuck into the backstage part of the festival where the artist be at, okay? And I'm talking about when I get in there, folks, oh my God, look. When I get in there, it's like, I'm like, I sneak in, right? And Shorty's like, where's your wristband at? I'm like, yo, I'm with the DJ, you know what I mean? And they're like, they try to give me a hard time, but I'm just kind of not going, you know what I mean? Because you just don't go for that type of shit. And so she's like, I'm like, no, I'll go get it. You know what? Since it's such a problem with you, I'll go get it. And I guess just your confidence level, my confidence level, she was just like, okay, it's okay. I believe you. You got it. Just stay in here. Don't go out without your wristband. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry about that. You know what I mean? You have a good day. I respect that you're just doing your job. It's all love. So I'm networking with artists, you know what I mean? From high artists to upcoming artists, you know what I mean? And shout out to that boy Thundercat, man. What an amazing artist, bro. You know, I salute your artistry. Shout out to Jay Worthy. You know, he dropped the mixtape with Currency, who is one of my favorite artists. So I end up asking him for a lighter. I didn't even know who the dude was. I was just, you know me, I'm a stay flamed up, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it just creates the vibe, you know what I mean? Especially in LA. And let me talk about that as well. Mixing party and pleasure, mixing pleasure and business. You can only do it to a certain degree because you don't want to look like a fool out here. You know what I mean? You don't want to look like a fool. So it's about always business first, pleasure second. But it's okay to intertwine to loosen up the vibe because we are all young. We are all of the same generation. Let's all vibe. You know what I mean? It's just don't get too vibed out, my guy. So I just happened to just say, hey man, you got a lighter? And he was like, oh no man, I got a lighter. I don't. And so I'm like, when I looked at him, I'm like, hey bro, are you Jay Worthy? And he like, yeah. I'm like, yo, bro, love the mixtape. You know what I mean? I listen to Currency. That's how I ran into you. And so we vibed that way. Now I didn't want to look like I was D-riding or nothing like that. So I just left the convo at that. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you don't have a lighter. I know who you are, and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't know. My next step is how do you ask these people to come onto your podcast? You know what I mean? Because I don't want to make my podcast a solo thing. I would like to have artists on here, and I would like to talk about deep topics about life and how interesting this thing called life is. You know what I mean? How people are here one day, gone the next. How you could be broke one day and rich the next, and how the brokest man in the pocket could be the richest in spirit. You know, I want to talk about those type of things. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a different view. You know what I mean? Everybody. Some people are. You know, one question I asked my homies in LA one time recently was we were just all vibing, and somehow the topic of fear of love came up, and then they just went about to the next topic, and I said, wait a minute, hold on. And I never met any of these guys before besides one. And I said, you know, which one would you guys rather be, fear or loved? I want y'all to drop that in the comments. Which one would you rather be, fear or loved? If you still rocking with me 16 minutes into the podcast, yo, I'm rocking with you. Yo, you already know. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to have some merch coming soon. I promise you I'm going to stay consistent. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Let me know I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? Talk to me. Yeah. But which one would you rather be, feared or loved? Because, you know, feared is cool. It's respectable. And love is cool, you know what I mean? And it's highly respectable. You know what I mean? It's interesting to me. I would say loved. I can understand why I feared, because fear comes with also respect, but I don't want nobody to fear me enough where they plot to kill me. You know what I mean? Like, I guess if they feared you, they would never do that. But I think it is a balance, because it is some fuck niggas out here. Excuse my language, queens and queens. I mean, princes and princesses. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's everybody is not your friend. That's just what it is. So with those people, for sure, fear me. For sure, fear my mind, fear everything. But for the most part, I would just rather be loved. That's a fact. I would rather be loved, man. Cause why not, man? You got one life, man. Just love, dude. Love. That should be everybody's religion. You know what I mean? Next part. So at this camp flog, as y'all know by now, Drake got booed, which was crazy because like everybody, this was a 2-day event, right? And everybody, the headliner, he was the last person on the last day, and the headliner was 3 question marks. It didn't say Drake was gonna be it, so there was a mysterious atmosphere floating that it could be Frank Ocean, who would belong at Camp Flog. You know what I mean? There's no doubt that Frank would belong there. But it's like, you still, he's not guaranteed to be there. What is guaranteed is a headliner. We don't know who. Could be Tyler again. Could be Lil Uzi. Could be A$AP Rocky. Which for 2 seconds it was. They also came out. And the hype is just getting unreal as I've snuck in both days. The hype is just getting unreal. So I'm like, I'm just like, yo, I don't think you guys understand that Frank doesn't have to come. You know what I mean? It would be nice if he does, but he doesn't have to come. Because that's, it's a question mark. You know what I mean? It's not a guarantee. And the guy's like, oh no, the white boy. Oh no, he gotta come. Oh no, I said, man, that kind of sound like white privilege to me, bro. He don't gotta do nothing. You know what I mean? So just be happy if he comes. And I think the crowd kind of got what I was saying right there. And sure enough, man, OVO Fest for like 15 minutes. And which is what I didn't understand, because it was OVO Fest for 15 minutes. Every time, and I was up close, you know what I mean? I'm damn near front row, because you in the VIP section, which is different from the general admission section. And every time he performs, everybody's rushing up front, and they're getting the front. They loving it. 10 bands, 50 bands, hey, energy. You know what I mean? They loving it. But every time he asks them, can I keep going? You can hear people going, boo, boo, boo. And I'm saying, like, what the fuck are y'all doing? This is the #1 artist in the world. And I understand y'all if y'all mad that he don't write all his raps, but still, he's the #1 artist in the world. Y'all gotta chill, bro. He does have good songs. He can put together a song. And he'll keep performing. Now he's like 40 minutes into this thing, you know what I mean? Because he did do his old set, and he was supposed to do more time from Tyler the Creator's tweets, from what I'm understanding. And he was like, he was looking at people in the crowd, right? Look at me. I tell him, fuck them. Excuse my language, kings and queens. And YouTube, please don't do whatever y'all gotta do. I heard y'all be on that weird stuff. So, just like, yo, keep going. Man, he did like 2 more songs. He said, yo, should I keep going? Half the people said yeah, half the people said no. Yo. And he was very gentleman about it. I took that from it. That's what I took. That reflection time. That's what I took from that. Was that you must stay humble. Even when you are at the top of your game, and you know you at the top of your game, and the world recognizes that you're at the top of your game, every crowd is not for you. And it's okay if every crowd is not for you, because as long as you know what crowd is for you, then what does it matter, bro? And it reached that crowd. It ain't about who don't like you. It's about the ones that love you. You know what I mean? And maybe even the ones in the middle, because they're in between. So why not come on to the good side? You know what I mean? So that's what I took from that. Stay humble. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but I know you at the top of your game, player, and there's a couple people on your shoulders just talking that ill will. Stay humble, stay low, keep firing. Stay low, keep firing. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to hear that new Drake, because you know it's gonna be insane. You know what I mean? He's gonna go nuts. That's gonna be that's gonna be hilarious. But so next topic. All right. Oh, networking at the events as well. I met Big Sean at his Bape collection, right? He's got this Bape collab, Down Life. Sold out, it was pretty dope. I didn't grab anything there. I went back the next day and I grabbed something. And grabbed the hoodie or whatever. So when I was there, I told him exactly how I felt about him. You know what I mean? Pause. I told him how much he inspired me. Thank you for keeping his marathon going. The overtime freestyle that he spit was incredible. You know what I mean? I think in 2020, that's all we speak in is energy. Speak energy. If energy not the first language that you speak, then we don't want to hear it, man, because it's probably BS, bro. You probably just, you talking some bullshit. You know what I mean? And we can feel energy. Everybody knows real energy and fake energy. That's a fact. So I told him that. I told him that I'm just happy, man. You know what I mean? If no one told you that they was proud of you, man, if no one told you that they love you, man, I love you and I'm proud of you, man. Thank you for keeping your marathon going. And hopefully, man, me and him will meet up again at another date, man, and Down Life Records. You know what I mean? We can get some cracking with Nappy Headed Kingz podcast. You know what I mean? You got to speak it into existence. You know what I mean? So man, that was a great part too, man. That was great. You know what I mean? He seemed like he was very happy to hear that. He seemed like the love was definitely received. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like it was a bullshit received. So appreciate you, Sean, man. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, I am back in Detroit, so I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's holidays are going great. You know, brief intermission. Hold on. I need to grab something to drink real quick. All right, we're back in the game. So, where we at? Meeting with Big Sean, saying when I met with him, didn't get to tell Nip all this. That's why I told him that. New segment. Hey, look, I got a couple of segments. That's like my third segment. Look, I got a whole list over here. I'm doing, I got a microphone now. We doing things, yo. We doing things. I ain't on 2 phones no more. Your boys. Hey, what can I say? What I can say is that it's about dedication in marathon. That's what I can say. Since we last spoke, man, I just sold my whip. You know what I mean? I'm very much into Forex. I'm studying the game harder than ever. I'm trying to be as consistent as I can with my Forex. I mean, with my podcast, but I'm not gonna give y'all bullshit. When I get back to LA, it's pilot season. So I need headshots, pilot season. At the Revolt Summit, they had a photographer panel where Nip's photographer was there. I had him, I asked him to explain what his bracelet meant. He also explained all his jewels. And I was there for his segment. He was just a very inspirational guy. So shout out to Jorge as well. If I can get you to take my headshots one day, Jorge, if you ever do hear this, please, man. Please. I appreciate it. Boom. New segment, man. What the hell is going on in the world, man? What the hell is going on? Is it even what the hell is going on, or is it just the everyday thing now, man? Because once again, there was another killing. What's even crazier is that it was a UPS guy who was the hostage you know, in a situation where I guess his car had been jacked, and it was a highway chase, bro. The video it was very brief video, and all you see on the video is just him trying to like ask for help, and him like literally at gunpoint by the hostage, and the police don't even give nothing. They just start shooting as soon as he tries to get out the car, and it's just like, yo, like, are these police trained to save or are they trained to shoot? You know, I was just listening to D.L. Hughley earlier today, and he was talking about how one lady who shot a police officer, a belated police officer who shot and killed a black unarmed man, her punishment for that crime was she is now teaching shooting classes. So she didn't even have to take any classes, do any jail time, at least get relieved of her job. No, they rewarded her and said, no, you should teach more people how to shoot. Yo, it's a hunt against us, yo. I mean, it's not even no yo type of moment right now. It's a hunt against us, black community. It's not what I'm not about to get into all that right now, but what I mean is those 5 days I was in jail. From Thursday to Monday, Nip died. If that mind is now gone, how many minds are wasted in jail? How many minds die while we just sit there and can do nothing? Don't waste your time out here. Your time is valuable. You were put here for a reason. Don't ever believe that you weren't put here for a reason. You swam through all them AIDS just to get here, just to watch this YouTube video. You were put here for just to be here in 2019, where you can make $1 million off of YouTube. You can make $1 million on the internet. You can make $1 million off of Forex. You can be anything you want to be. You can touch anything you want to touch. You were put here for a reason in this time. Don't ever feel like you were not put here for no reason. Just utilize your time. It look like I'm dying down on the it look like I'm coming to the end of my podcast. I had to shoot my podcast twice because I didn't like the way the first one was done. So this time I'm making sure that I do it right. Every time I'm gonna make sure I do it right, even if I gotta do it twice. To that UPS driver, man, I'm so sorry, man. To that family, my condolences are with y'all. You know what I mean? This type of thing happens every day. I just seen another video of somebody in a wheelchair getting shot. Another black man in a wheelchair getting shot. Black man, please, man, be safe. Do what the police say. Stay unarmed. Stay armed. Man, we gonna get it. Look, man. This the outro song, man. Forex, man. I just told you I'm trying to get into this. I'm doing the Forex, and we going harder than ever right now. It's the fourth quarter, so if you are in the Forex, man, safe trading. Stay low this fourth quarter. First quarter, we gonna get into it. Nappy Headed Kingz podcast. I love y'all, man. We out. I do that, but we had life, rubber gloves and ski masks. Shield to this shit, I pledge allegiance. Rest in peace, King. South was once told that you don't shit where you sleep at.
Young nigga, this young nigga's on his way up. World, Chico. Time they pay up. No more small potatoes for all the nights that we stayed up. Hugging the blocks, the busting they grace us. Run from the cops, they catch a couple in cases. Before they get our laces, post
That's outrageous. Man, I'm 10 toes down, I won't ask for no favors. Hey, this outro is called, dang, what's this outro called? Oh, One Take 3, yeah. The instrumental was called Be Here For A While, and the intro for the podcast was Grind Mode. Nappy here, the Kingz podcast, YouTube. I'm here, baby. Welcome me, baby. I'm here, baby. We gonna try to be as consistent as possible. I know how the podcast community get. You know what I mean? You gotta be consistent. You gotta come every week. If I don't have no good topics, man, then no. You know what? 2020, no excuses. We gonna leave on that note. I love y'all. Oh, we gonna leave on this note. 3 things I want y'all to always remember that we can always relate to. We are all of our religion is love. All of our race is human. And all of our birthplace is earth. We are all one. I love y'all.